Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with a layout for How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I'm using one of the page kits that I put together at the beginning of the month. And I do apologize because the pattern paper I'm using right now my phone is having a very hard time focusing on that. So I do apologize that it's really kind of hard to look at. It's basically just a white pattern paper with, I believe it just has a black polka dot in it. But the camera is definitely having a hard time focusing on that. So I do apologize. Luckily, I do cover most of it up here as you see me starting to build my background. And so I have a piece of, I believe this one here, the top layer is a Dear Lizzie pattern paper. And then the one underneath, I want to say is a Pink Fresh, but I kind of forget actually where that one is from. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer up these pattern papers that I've chosen, and I'm kind of doing them in a wonky angle for each of the papers. And then the pink one I think I put on straight, but I kind of forget, I don't have the layout in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that's the only one that actually goes on straight apart from that white and black polka dot on the background. I mat all of those pattern papers on that pink cardstock, and so that's going to be my paper layers for this. So lots of just paper layering on my background, and then the pink pattern paper that I did put straight on the page is kind of going to act as the base for where my photo is going to go. And then from there, this whole layout really came together really quickly, because once I had all of my pattern papers where I wanted them, I basically went through my kit and I grabbed some embellishments, and I decided to go ahead and use these rosettes, and I believe they're from Maggie Holmes' Sweet Story. And then I had these frames that are from some print and cut files, and I'm basically just going to layer up those rosettes on those frames. And then I have some film reels and some cameras. Most of these are print and cut files. Film reels I made on my own. The cameras are from Nicole Jones. And these other little tickets are actually washi tape that I put on white cardstock and cut apart. And so most of these are just embellishments that I created or print and cut. And that is what I'm going to use to build each of my embellishment clusters. And I'm going to have, just like you see, 3 embellishment clusters that are going to go around this page. And really, once I have those embellishment clusters down, that is pretty much the bulk of the embellishing that I do on this page. And that really is how quickly the whole page came together. I didn't really speed up this video a whole lot because it was very short. It didn't take me very long once I had all of those clusters in place. Now, I did go off camera and I glued everything down, and now that everything is in place, I am just going to work on my title. And it's hard to tell, but this is a picture of my son and my daughter, and they are actually on her bed, and they are just hanging out and getting along and spending some time together. And I snapped this picture when they didn't know I was there, and so it's kind of nice to just see them every once in a while just hanging out, getting along, because brothers and sisters don't always get along. I mean, mine are pretty good. They, for the most part, get along, but I don't usually get to catch like little moments where they're just kind of hanging out and talking or watching something together. And so I snapped this little picture of them. And what I'm going to do now is take all of these little punched out hearts. I have some in a sparkly teal and a sparkly gold, and I'm just going to dot them around my clusters, and they're going to kind of act as my enamel dots for this page. So once I kind of fuss around with where I want those to go, I am going to come in with some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, and that is going to do it for this page. I don't think, it's been a little while since I've done this layout, and I can't remember if I did on film the stamping. On that journaling card, I do end up putting some stamping, and I do end up gluing down those tile letter stickers that you see me playing with there. And the title for this one is Love This Life. And there you see in the close-ups, I do have the stamping that I put on this layout, which is Love These Moments. I did do that off camera after I turned off and decided to add some stamping. So here are the still photos. All the links to everyone who is playing along are down below, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.